Hello students, today we will discuss about how to develop writing skills. Okay, writing skills को कैसे विकसित किया जाए. Process of writing. Fair and legible handwriting makes a man perfect in all walks of life, said Mahatma Gandhi. To quotation Bacon, reading makes a full man and writing an exact man. According to Well ने कहा है, writing is a tool used to enable to us to express what is in our mind, and for some people is almost as important as speech. Okay. In schools, writing has its own instrumental value. In school, a means for preserving the knowledge which the students gain of the judgment he has formed. It serves as a check on his forgetting useful items of knowledge and ideas. Some students have the habit of making notes of what is read and then summarizing it. This helps in the recollection of what has been studied. The learning of writing is one of the 4 linguistic objectives to teach a language. Teaching of writing. According to Well, writing is a difficult art. It requires complete control of the muscles of the hand and wrist, and the small child does not naturally possess the control. Writing of English requires separate attention by the teacher. It involves the following. Teach to develop the skill of controlling the small muscles of the fingers and wrist. Teach the coordination of hand and eye. Next step, make the student do several exercises in written work. Next stage of teaching writing. इसकी 4 स्टेज हैं. स्टेज फर्स्ट, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेज एंड इट इज रिलेटेड टू मोटिवेशन. किससे रिलेटेड है? मोटिवेशन से. द स्टूडेंट्स नीड टू मोटिवेटेड टू लर्न writing. The role of the teacher is very vital at this stage. The students should be motivated using various motivational techniques so that the interest of the student is developed. Stage 2 में the stage is related to penmanship, giving knowledge of writing letters of the alphabet. There are 4 methods of teaching penmanship, namely first kindergarten method, tracing method, free imitation method, apprehension method. These methods will be discussed later in the chapter. Okay. Next stage third. Stage third में क्या? Writing words and sentences should be taught at this stage. Along with this, emphasis should be laid in beautiful and uniform handwriting. Next है calligraphy. A model word or sentences is written on the first line of the writing workbook. The students need to copy the same word or sentences many times under the model word or sentence. Next, copying. The students are asked to copy the word or sentences from the blackboard or the book. The teacher is expected to supervise the students when they practice handwriting. This exercise has many advantages. It is very helpful to reinforce the new structure. Next, helpful to fix the correct spelling of words. Next, helps the pupil to learn the conversation of writing capital letters and punctuations. Next, dictations. The Indian school system has 2 objectives of dictations: to educate and second to examine. According to Welch, the aim of dictation is to produce in the class a 100% accurate passage of writing, also to instill into their minds that correct spelling and punctuation do really matter, and that nothing less and absolute accuracy is good enough, in fact, to produce a spelling conscious class of students. Next stage 4th. At this stage, students are initiated to competition writing without any help. Following graded exercise should be done. Construction of single sentences and writing them. Next, construction of sentences in a sequence and writing them. Next, building up short paragraphs and writing them. Next, writing more than one paragraph. writing letters, writing stories, writing free compositions. Okay, writing composition without any restrictions. नेक्स्ट मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग राइटिंग. क्या क्या विधियाँ हैं इसकी? 4 मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग राइटिंग्स आर. फर्स्ट है किंडरगार्टन मेथड्स. दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ किंडरगार्टन मेथड और एजुकेशन. In this method, a kindergarten box is used. In this, there are pieces of wood or plastic or different shapes. By joining these pieces, the letters of English alphabet, both capital and small, can be formed. The students are made to practice constructing letters of the alphabet by joining the pieces. The method is based on the following merits. First, based on play method, interesting as easy suits the nature of the small children. Certain demerits are tagged with this method. In India, in the teaching of English usually starts from class 4-6 who belongs to 10-13 years of age. This method is not appropriate for such weak children. Students who know how to write their mother tongue may not take interest in these methods of learning. Next, the tracing method. The tracing method requires the learner to make movements over the printed or written letters with a pen or pencils. The letters are written on the dotted line or in a frame. The teacher writes the letters with dotted lines on the notebook of students and asks them to move their finger over the letters. Various exercise books are available for the children to practice. Merit of this method. This method is based on the principles of learning by imitation, and the children are very comfortable learning by this method. Next, there is no scope of wrong learning. Next, Dr. Montessori also recommended this method. Students are asked to move their fingers over sandpaper letters. Next, the demerits of these methods are: the students entirely depend upon learning by imitation. It hinders the development of the ability of free writing. Next, discourage the habit of hard work. Next, it does not handle the individual differences properly. All the students reach up to same level of development. Next, free imitation method. The students who copy down the model letters in their notebook written by the teacher on the blackboard or the notebook or written in books. Famous scholar well suggests that the model letters can be written on flashcard. Since the students imitate or copy the model letters with the help of their own imagination and retention powers, so it is called free imitation method. This method has the following merits. Students get an opportunity to show their ability and skill. Next, students become self-dependent. Next, the individual difficulties can be traced and removed with ease. The demerits of these methods are: there are chances of mistakes in imitation. Next, due to mistake, the development is slow. Like if the child copies a word incorrectly, he may retain the wrong information for life. Next, it is tedious for the teachers as they need to put in hard labor in this method. Next, the F.G. French method. F.G. French has suggested that the beginners should not be taught the art of writing straight away. They should be first instructed to do some hand movements either with their fingers in a tray of sand or by using chalk on a brown paper. Once the hand movement practice is over, the following procedure should be followed: teaching strokes, teaching circle, teaching combination of stroke and circles, teaching cups, teaching of combining strokes and cups. This method has all the merits and demerits of free imitation methods, because even in these methods, the learner imitates the teacher. The handwriting should be legible. Poor handwriting is a sign of an untidy and confused mind. The good handwriting should be supported with good speed, but the teacher should give priority to legibility and then speed. Even if written with speed, it should be easy to read. A good handwriting is marked with uniformity of letters. This does not mean that all the letters should be made of equal height, but one type should have equal height. All the ascending letters should have equal height and the descending letters too should go down. The handwriting should be attractive along with uniformity in size and shape. The letters should be suitably spaced and the written lines should be parallel to the top of the paper. A good handwriting is also characterized by its style. There include size, spacing, alignment and the direction of strokes. Okay, measures to improve writing. The beginner should be strictly instructed to use 4-line notebooks to practice handwritings. Both the parent and the teacher should see the children sit in the right posture when they write. Even the desk should be in a proper position. A slightly slanting table or desk is good for the writing purpose, so the beginners should be provided with such suitable furnitures. Calligraphy notebooks are very helpful in improving the handwriting. The children should be encouraged to practice on these notebooks regularly. Use of blackboard to depict difficult words should be freely done. Students really gain a lot out of it. The school administration can arrange for competitions for the best handwriting. You can always get exceptionally good results. Okay. Thank you for watching.